but some believe it's an attack on freedom. The governor signed those bills today at Cambridge Christian School in Tampa, each measure focusing on a different aspect of the educational system, including the expansion of the parental rights and education law. News Channel 8's Justin Shecker in Tampa with some reaction.
Keith and Jen, good evening to you both. That expansion of the parental rights and education law bans instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity from pre-K through 8th grade. Another law taking effect immediately bans gender-affirming care for children. Now, critics say they fear these new laws will do more harm than good for families with LGBTQ children.
Don't understand what the experiences of our transgender youth are, and they don't want to find out.
The president of the LGBTQ plus Democratic Caucus, Nathan Broomer, says he's hearing far too many stories of Floridians with transgender children choosing to leave the Sunshine State.
If we can't find the resources, if we can't find the connections in community, we have to seek out, that someplace else.
One of the bills Governor DeSantis signed into law today prevents children from accessing puberty blockers, hormone replacement therapies, and surgeries.
We need to let our kids just be kids.
Republican State Rep Randy Fine joined the governor at what they called a Protecting Florida Children event at a Tampa Christian school.
The other side believes that 8-year-olds should pick their pronouns, that 9-year-olds should read books about sex, that 10-year-olds should be able to take puberty blockers.
And today my phone rang because folks trying to make appointments weren't able to do so.
Broomer points out this new law creates restrictions for adults seeking gender-affirming health care.
One of the ways it does that, it only allows you to see an MD or a DO, and you have to sign an informed consent that will be on a form developed by the Board of Medicine through the Department of Health. That hasn't been created yet.
Another new law taking effect immediately threatens to revoke licenses of businesses if children are present at sexually explicit performances, including drag shows.
He's creating a problem.
Miranda Marie Sugarbaker is a trans woman and entertainer.
Most entertainers are aware of their audience and know what they're doing. So if you happen to be doing a show and you see a child in the room, you're going to make it PG.
And recently, former Miami Heat star Dwayne Wade, who is raising a transgender daughter, said his family can no longer live in this state because he says they wouldn't be accepted here. Live in Tampa, I'm Justin Shecker, 8 on your side.
Shalom. Call HALAL, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM or QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High. In the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. And I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. And you saw the video. In this article, it says, Tampa Pride event canceled after DeSantis signs anti-drag bill. Okay. DeSantis signed anti-drag bill. And I believe this parade was going to take place Saturday, last Saturday, what was at camp. They always had these pride, it's like they have these pride parades like once a month now. But DeSantis, he signed a bill, and pretty much roughly paraphrasing, is so that because hey man, there's a lot of stuff going on out here in Florida as well, but it's so that they can pretty much. Well, what was going on was you had restaurants, that was having, drag events where kids were there, and, sick stuff was going on. Not to mention them putting it in your schools with books, teaching kids about, immoral sex, so it's a lot. It's a lot to it, But that bill he passed that you can't do that around kids. Ultimately, it canceled out these damn pride events, man. These pride parades and stuff, all that's getting canceled out now, man. And these sodomites are upset, and they're threatening to leave, which that's not a punishment. That'll be the best thing. Go somewhere else, man. Because that's just wickedness. Now, Ron DeSantis, he's an insider. This is Esau playing both sides. So we're not ignorant of their devices. This is going to bring, more chaos and more, civil unrest into the, and to this, country. So let's read a little bit of this article. It says, organizers of Tampa Pride on the River have canceled one of their region's largest pride celebrations, citing the expansion of the Parental Rights of an Education Act, what critics call the Don't Say Gay law. Yeah, so that's what they call it, Don't Say Gay, which, yeah, man, hey, that shit is wicked, so you shouldn't say it. But it said a pride on the river, okay, which we be teaching on the river walk, and then they have these events on the river walk. Okay, most times we're not there for it. Sometimes they just happen to be like a little, parade going through while we teaching, but we don't set up for it, If anything, if we know something going on there. Well, that's originally why we left Ybor. We used to be in Ybor, but they had all these pride events going on. Every other week they had a pride event going on, and they had the streets blocked off, and you couldn't do nothing in the city unless you was a flamer. Okay, it says, really, I'm sorry, the Tampa Pride President Kerry West, who confirmed the news on Thursday. I'm sorry that this has happened, but you are going to be the generation to make a change. You hear that? It says Governor Ron DeSantis signed HB-1438 titled Protection of Children into law in Tampa on Wednesday. The bill allows the state to fine, suspend, or revoke the license of any public lodging establishment or public food service establishment if the establishment admits a child to an adult live performance. And that's what was going on. It was like, fucking grown ass men in there wearing pantyhose, their legs up in front of kids and shit, man. This is a sick fucking world we're living in. And the world this place must be destroyed. Okay, it must be destroyed. All right, and the Lord just staring, right now he's staring the pot up. It says, unlike Tampa's Pride Parade in March, West said drag queens performed in the open at the festival, which could be violation of the new law. You see, so hey, Ron DeSantis, he done some controversial things. He done said some controversial shit, but on this particular bill he passed, man, I ain't mad at him. This is very sad, said West, because this was a very fun event. This shit wasn't fun. It was wicked. People already, they've been talking about it. They've been making plans to come to Tampa, to fly to Tampa, drive to Tampa. You see, so people was coming here from all over for these fucking events, man. Total wickedness, And these are the Democrats, man. These are the Democrats where majority, where they will prescribe majority of you niggas to vote through, man. Okay, so let's grab some scriptures. I just thought that was very sickening. I ain't gonna read the whole article. I believe it was another one. The reason why I grabbed it was because of the picture, though. The picture's gone now. Let me see if I can go back. Can't get that picture. But it was a picture of Ybor City, during a Pride Parade. Lord will allow I could find it after this, and I'll put it on the thumbnail. But Ybor City after the Pride Parade, man, that shit is like a total, cesspool. Okay, they have like all these flag parades, these pride flags all down the road. So yeah, it says Matthew chapter 12, verse 25, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand, which ultimately is talking about Jake's. But now it refers to Esau because their kingdom is divided. You see, our kingdom was divided, but now their kingdom is divided, and our kingdom is coming together. It says, if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? So how is America going to stand if these people are so against each other like this? Which is all the will of YAHAWASHI, because the Lord doesn't want America to stand. Even these globalists, they don't want America. They don't plan for America to stand. This place is about to be destroyed, man. Okay, this was already being destroyed. It's already destroyed. Okay, long story short. All right, let's go here. I ain't gonna make this too long, but I want to touch on a couple points because let me see. Let me find this. So lucky, bear with me. Egyptian. This is this is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." Because that's what it's going to lead to: civil unrest. Protests. People going to be clashing in the streets. It was it started with the whole Black Lives Matter shit, man, and then now they want to push it about some gay shit. So yeah, these people going to start fighting in the streets. These Egyptians, these oppressors, our oppressors are going to be pretty much killing each other in the streets, man. And the Lord has warned us of this. Okay, we got that. It says, 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 22, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the four storehouses shall be suddenly found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound, and when every man heareth it, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein." There was another article actually that said something along the lines of a world of fear or something like that, because of this. You got I did a video recently about one of the bills he passed that's got immigrants leaving Florida too. So they say we in a world of fear right now. Which when people are in fear, when you put an animal in fear, and you back an animal to a corner, it lashes out. Which is people about to do. It says, "And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein, and the springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run." So it's going to pretty much come to the total dismantling of America. It's going to be worse than a third world country before those missiles even get here. It says, "Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world." You see, so whoever remain at all these that the Lord has told us shall escape and see the salvation and the end of all and the end of this world, man. Now you heard that damn frog, talking about it. It's a trans woman. Let's grab this, okay? Because that's what's going on, cross-dressing, which is against the scriptures. Okay, so no matter how you feel about it, it's against the scriptures. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. "The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on his woman's garment." Put on a woman's garment. Put on his woman's garment. Put on a woman's garment. So a man ain't got no business putting on no pantyhose and flaring his legs all in the air, hairy ass legs all in the air around a bunch of kids, man, or anybody for that matter. But it says, "For all that do so are an abomination unto Yahweh thy power." So they're an abomination for doing that, man. Okay, and they take pride in it. Let's grab that pride. Because people, this whole pride spirit, Jacob and everybody, America pushes pride, man. Nothing but pride. Everybody proud. Okay, well, the Lord got something for all that pride, man. All right, and it's gonna be something that you're not looking for. It says, look at this. This is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. "The fear of the Lord Yahweh is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy." You see, so that's the fear of the Lord, to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy. When we hate pride, man, we hate evil, we hate arrogancy. "And the evil way and the forward mouth do I hate. The Lord Most High hates it too." Okay, Proverbs 11, verse 2. "When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom." You see, so when pride cometh, then cometh shame. And these people are going to be ashamed for what they're doing, man. It says, Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. "Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." You see, so that's pride. It goes before destruction, man. Before America is destroyed, there's gonna be much pride, and the people basking in the pride. They also got something called the woke movement going on, man. I want to do a video on that. Lord willing, I can get to it. YAHAWASHI. It's a movie called the Woke Movement, where all these companies are going woke. They all supporting the pride flag and shit. So yeah, get ready for some unbearable times, because this is only the beginning. Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Abba, Ball.